Hello, still working with the Essential Guide to CBD in letter D. This is diabetes. Diabetes is a condition in which your body does not properly process sugar. It can cause nerve damage, eye problems, heart disease, and stroke. Symptoms include fatigue, blurred vision, feelings of thirst, slow healing of cuts and bruises, neuropathy, which is a nerve disorder that causes tingling, pain, or numbness in the hands and feet. Eating a diet high in sugar and refined carbohydrates sends our CB1 receptors into overdrive and disrupts the endocannabinoid system tone, leading to poor appetite, regulation, and weight gain, which paves the way for metabolic disease. So it is not surprising that diets heavy in these foods are also linked to diabetes, right? So this is really about type 2 diabetes. Type 1 is totally different. Probably shouldn't even be called the same thing, but this is geared towards type 2. But I know that it's been helpful for people with type 1 also. We also know that the endocannabinoid system plays an integral role in regulating glucose metabolism and insulin sensitivity. That's how well our bodies process blood sugar. And that insulin resistance and high blood sugar leads to diabetes. So it makes sense that using CBD to enhance the endocannabinoid system tone could be helpful in the treatment and or prevention of this common metabolic disease. A lot of people suffer from type 2 diabetes, and most people with type 2 diabetes can reverse it. So it's important you know what you're putting in your mouth. Preliminary research is promising. A 2006 Israeli study found that CBD lowered the incidence of diabetes in laboratory rats, and human studies are currently underway. CBD's anti-inflammatory properties also help keep insulin resistance in check. As diabetes develops, the body becomes less sensitive to insulin. That insulin resistance triggers inflammation, which can set up a vicious cycle with more inflammation leading to increasing insulin resistance and so on. CBD may also help break the cycle. How about that? It's so amazing, isn't it? Helping to control chronic stress is another way CBD may help lessen the risk for diabetes. Research finds that the high levels of stress over time can lead to high levels of cortisol, which encourages fat storage, leads to high blood sugar, and increases the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. CBD may also help with weight loss, which can lower the risk for type 2 diabetes and reverse the condition in people who have it. That's particularly true for people who have excess abdominal fat, the hallmark of metabolic syndrome, a condition linked to type 2 diabetes. Your belly fat is an independent organ all its own, disrupting your normal, healthy hormone balance and increasing your risk for insulin resistance and diabetes. Finally, there's anecdotal evidence that from people living with diabetes that CBD can help control the condition. In 2019, Project CBD survey participants in the 2019 Project CBD survey, participants taking CBD for diabetes were asked their average blood sugar levels before and after they started taking CBD. They showed significant improvements over the pre-CBD levels, decreasing from 178 to 130 on average. That's a big drop. Participants also reported significant improvements in neuropathy-type symptoms, which is nerve pain, tingling, and numbness, and some improvements in their ability to maintain a healthy weight. It's important. It's so important that you really get a hold of your diabetes. If you're type 2, type 1 is really important, but type 2 is something that you can really work on and probably reverse. So if you take something that's going to help the inflammation, inflammation is the source of most all illnesses come from inflammation, so it's worth giving it a try. Remember, consistency, taking a quality CBD product and being consistent with it will make a big difference. If you have any questions, please reach out. I hope you're all staying healthy and happy.